They can see me.
Can they?
I think they can.
Okay.
Set that up.
Here we go. So we should be.
Let me in the camera.
I'm trying to figure out how to direct it. It's at an angle because we're on the phone. I don't know how much that'll help. That'll just cut off the top of my head.
Put it on top of the tissue box. The whole laptop.
I can try that. Hey. Yep. Sorry to those of you who are dealing with us adjusting at the moment.
Suddenly YouTube wants an encoder.
Yeah.
So we'll be going live from the phone today.
We were all getting ready to go, and then it's like, okay, let's get the thumbnail going, and I hit. Oh, yep. I'm not going to say that out loud to the internet.
Please don't say that out loud to the internet.
Yeah, just hit cancel on that because for some reason my laptop keeps trying to restart itself.
Do you have YouTube open in Safari or Chrome?
I had it open in Chrome, and then apparently it tried to restart itself.
Apparently so.
So it closed Chrome, but
Hi, everybody.
Hi guys. I know that this is a little messy. We'll do our proper hi guys once we hit 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're once again streaming off of Merce's phone because apparently YouTube just doesn't have a built-in thing anymore for when you're.
It's asking us to download a separate encoding software, and that's just not a thing that's going to happen between now and 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I did not realize that they'd completely changed how they do live streaming since we last did live streaming.
That being said,
yeah,
we did discover that the phone works better most of the time anyway.
Well, yes, it seems to. There it goes.
Mute that.
Okay.
Pop out the chat.
And then we can share that somehow.
This link?
Yes. I'm not sure.
Do you have?
Give me a moment.
Oh, can I Discord it to you?
No, because that laptop won't allow Discord.
Oh, fun.
So.
But I'll bet you can still go back to the channel and get it from there.
Yes. All right, let me get the link, maybe, if it decides to. There it goes. Okay, so now that's been copied to the keyboard, so.
No, thank you. I do not wish to download and use Grammarly.
Yes, I'm sure you guys are all having. Okay, so there we go. I'm just spreading the link to others.
I am Jake in the chat today.
Yep.
Even though it says that I'm Jake, that's still me.
Yes. And there we go. And right here.
Germany already finished the season, apparently.
Yes, that's something that we will be addressing shortly. All right.
Can you pass me my beverage?
Yes.
And my coaster.
Yes. Here we go. We've got people flooding in. There we go. It's lovely. It's great to see you guys again. Oh, what do you know? My phone is very low on battery. Does not matter. Not relevant to the situation at hand. Okay, so it is nearly 7 o'clock, so we're about to kick this thing off. Oh, it's exciting.
I can't believe Australia's finishing next week too. Wow.
Yeah, that's a thing. We'll address that.
There we go.
All right, yeah, they're just coming on in. There we go. All right, yeah, I can't believe we're doing the streaming from the phone because it's the only thing that works in our weird society. And it is 7 o'clock, so that means, ready? And hi guys, Jake and MJ, back again for more live reactions to Power Rangers Beast Morphers. And I realized. Do you have your sunglasses over there?
I do.
Okay, there we go. Because what do we do here?
We throw them
away. There we go. I was so focused on getting the stream working that I had forgotten about that. So yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube changing up how they do their live stream, but
suddenly we need our own encoder.
Yeah, that was an unexpected and really bizarre change. I don't know why. But apparently, yeah, it's no longer just built into the YouTube website. We need to actually download something. And I realized this.
Something has gone horribly wrong with my browser that causes it to no longer be compatible with that.
And I realized this about 15 minutes. Yeah, you can hit cancel on that. It keeps trying to close things.
Yeah, it does. It's real weird.
Yeah. There you go. Yes. And as you might notice, there are 2 MacBooks now. This one is Marissa's.
That's mine. And this is
my
MacBook Air.
My MacBook Air from my new job, which I do have now. I am back to being a teacher again. For those of you who have not been following us during the summer with our Read Soldier live reactions.
Yes, for those of you who haven't been here since last time it was Power Rangers.
Yes, I've had a very busy summer. But I do have a new teaching job. It is at a great little school that unfortunately is a very long commute once again. So
yeah, but it's totally better than the last school.
It is a wonderful, wonderful school. It's
the like you got cool equipment and you got like
it's a very supportive environment. It's a lot of innovation and project-based
blowing bubbles.
Focusing on project-based learning. I'm back to teaching physics and math, and this time robotics as well.
Therapeutic courses.
So I'm working with a small special program drawing kids from like 15 different school districts to put them on accelerated college paths to careers through the local community college. So these are all kids who are very driven.
It's a bunch of Nates.
I don't know if I'd go quite that far, but they are all very career. It's sort of a jump start in getting into a career, in various fields. With regards to my aspect of things, yes, I am co-teaching the robotics course, which is interesting. And I'm back to teaching physics as well as the math course, which is a hodgepodge of the various different math courses I've taught before, along with a little bit of new stuff. So that's exciting.
Hi.
All right, Sarah.
If they're all a bunch of Nates, where did they get their first job? 6 years old.
They're looking to get into jobs in like health and IT and advanced manufacturing and business.
All the kinds of things where you might use robots.
Well, not necessarily, but it is a cool thing that we provide.
They use robots at the hospital, and they use robots in manufacturing.
Well, yes,
and they use
in business and health. Yes,
robots are everywhere.
But the main point is that it is one of the cool things.
What were you just talking about? Robots.
I was talking about my new teaching job. That has been keeping me very busy. It's also all project-based learning, so they try to learn applications, and I've been having fun sort of bringing my own spin to that, which has been exhausting, but basically I'm you know how I frame all my Power Rangers reviews within an ongoing narrative? I'm now framing my classes within an ongoing narrative.
He was up the other night animating for class.
Yes, I've been making little 30-second videos for for here and there to sort of act as a framing device for the things that they're learning in physics and math. So it's like, you're learning how to find area and perimeter to interpret these blueprints of this mysterious room. What's that? You're talking.
He said he painted a horse.
Oh, that's fun.
But did he paint a picture of a horse, or did he paint a horse?
That's a good question.
That's my question.
All right, so I see that we're up to almost 20 people already, so that's great.
Nice.
I think it got up over 20 for a moment. We were just doing our setup to get things rolling. As far as other updates over the summer, I did a lot of writing for Power Reviews.
Woohoo!
I don't have everything written, but I have written considerable portions of
everything.
We're
wrapped with the more Potsners.
We have completely wrapped filming with the more Potsners for the entirety of the series. We filmed all their scenes. And so I've written everything that includes them. I've written most of the remaining scripts for the final 12 episodes, with the exception of individual scenes. I've written the vast majority of the final episode at this point too. So episode 100 has been largely written.
Mm-hmm.
And work is underway on episodes 89 and 90, so that hopefully we can still get them out this year, before the end of the holidays, etc. What are you doing? Really?
Yeah.
Don't type on the thing that is holding up the cell phone.
Good point. Please tell me that pasting that worked. It did.
Okay.
Hey, you plug it on your Discords, I'm plugging it on mine.
I know. I'm just sure that was a weird experience.
Sound for everyone. I'm sorry.
But I'm going to try and push, and we'll see how I'm able to do, considering I now have a full-time job again, and teaching is a full-time job plus. I'm going to see how well I can get 89 done for
No, he literally painted
October.
the horse.
Oh.
The horse's name was Lightning. Did you paint a lightning bolt on Lightning? What did you paint on Lightning?
He put paint on a horse?
I think that's what I'm getting from this. I painted an actual horse.
Okay, so he did actually put paint on the horse, not paint a portrait of an actual horse.
That was my question.
Fascinating. Okay. That's okay. Sure, why not? All right, I'm sure plenty of people are wondering when we're going to get to the Power Rangers part of this. So
that could be now?
Yes, I think we should dive into that. So tell everybody we're about to get started. If in case anyone was wondering and just zoning out while we do our little catch-up stuff. But I will preface this by saying I know that pretty much the entire season has been aired in Australia at this point.
We haven't seen it. Don't spoil us.
Do not post any spoilers on the remainder of the season. We're only talking about episodes as they're coming out here in the United States, not the ones that have already been.
This is a Wendy's.
Hello, Vac. How are you? I caught a glimpse of that. I would also like a vanilla frosty.
I would like a vanilla frosty.
I'm so tired. It's been a long week. But it's been worth it, because we have now made it up to the mid-season premiere of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, Episode 9, Silver Sacrifice. And play.
Exactly, Caleb. No spoilers or you get muted.
There we go. Oh, nice. He's designing things. Those look familiar. Hello, Steel. What are you up to, sir? Wait.
I'm about to defeat every program in the simulation room.
Steel?
You maintenance overhaul. I remember.
You can whistle?
How do you whistle?
I don't know. I guess the same way he speaks.
Probably.
You are so Zap Brannigan right now.
Because you're family. And you're my
Aww.
only brother.
That's sweet. It's like he cares about his maintenance because he's family.
But you can never replace family.
Aww.
Come on. We may share the same DNA, but if you lose me, you can just build a new me.
I don't think that's how that works.
Even I couldn't do that. You're very complicated.
Fine.
I mean, although to be fair, you did build him in like 20 minutes.
How about we climb Mount Everest?
I still don't know how you were able
Let's go for a jog.
to create steel in 20
We'll
minutes.
do Mount Everest another time. We have time. We're brothers forever.
Aw.
We sure are. Now have a seat and let's get going.
Okay.
Oh no.
Make sure the wiring is
Does Silver know about mortality?
I have no idea.
How long are these repairs gonna take?
He just said,
He was like literally born yesterday.
yeah, and he was just like, we're brothers forever, so we've got time, right? And the episode is called Silver Sacrifice, and I'm a little afraid that he's about to find out what mortality is.
Then we'll give the robot buddy back to its rightful owner.
Hard at work on the Cybergate. Where do you think it is? It's at Grid Battle Force.
We have a rabbit ears from an old television.
That's a really amusing looking antenna. Like, I can't imagine what that is normal. What is that normally used for?
Well, it looks like someone stuck a little toy satellite dish on top of bunny ears for an old TV.
Oh,
Sonic
nice.
is making Beast Morpher Kids toy meals?
Oh, that's fun. We should
Cool. There's like only one Sonic around here,
I
and
still have never eaten
not
there.
particularly near us.
Well, it's
We'd
not
have
too
to-
far. It's like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
But we'd have to make a trip just to go to Sonic because there's not much to go over there.
Piece of machinery.
Except sometimes I go over there to play Pokemon.
I got that one guy just like, wait,
Feel
what?
like new.
Me too.
Let's go again tomorrow.
Hey, I have to go check out our new swords. Wanna come?
Do I ever?
I've always found it a little weird that he's got the little winch on his chest.
Stick.
There they are.
But I guess it does tie into the Zord design. Wow, he
They
built
were.
those things.
It's over now. Sorry. Oh, there
Oh,
are no
wow.
more Beast Morphers kids toys.
Look at that.
My jet sword is utterly magnificent. Just like me.
General Burke.
So,
Why does General Burke have so much pink paper?
you Rangers.
I don't know.
Yes, sirree. The best yet. Check out the new striker Morphers Nate invented. They're blasters too.
Why did you do
Don't
that?
shoot that indoors!
And that's not all. Our swords can actually teleport into battle.
Huh.
I suppose that's impressive.
Well, that's interesting. Hey, what are you two doing up there?
Falling down in 3, 2, 1.
There, wow! You did not expect it to work that way, did you?
No, I did not expect to actually have them fall down right when I said. What are you doing up there? Falling down in 3, 2, 1. Shoot!
That was perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
I
gonna
don't
chalk that
know.
right up there with next time I expect a Rube Goldberg machine.
Morphix and they'll be back.
I don't know why there was, a full-on bubble bath waiting for them.
All of it?
I need to know that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Procedures must be followed.
Did you do that for Devin and Zoe?
Yeah, leave it to us.
You have so many sons.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
Now it's all wet.
The paperwork will be clean.
that's not.
Hey,
No,
Chris, what's up?
We just finished training in
don't
the woods.
clean
You two
paperwork
okay?
with soap.
Yeah.
Oi!
What?
Great.
Did somebody just post a spoiler?
Time out.
Let's go.
No spoilers.
What are we hanging from? A jungle gym?
No steel.
Whoa, nice robot, dude. Who are you calling a robot? Can't you see I'm half human?
Just a joke.
Well, that's not.
He's my science experiment.
Apparently they felt it was not a spoiler because it was in the previews.
It's hard to blend in, but you're made to stand
Oh no, I hope they didn't tell you about that.
The most
popular
hangout spot in town.
I don't know. I don't know what you may have.
I'm not going to mention it.
I hope that you will forget whatever it was.
Sorry, my fingers slipped.
I'm amused that they still have the little glitch bits every now and again.
Creeps after.
Only that steely hunk.
Oh wow,
Thank you.
That's not what she meant.
he's literally a hunk of steel.
If you
Yeah.
insist.
Ah, products.
You'd think they'd get a gym inside the facility.
Apparently, this is where the cool kids like to hang out.
And run on top of cars.
Yep. Whee! Hey, nice moves.
Do you suppose ripper damage is covered by Geico?
Uh,
Or any other car insurance?
probably. Think-
Insurance
oh.
or
Wow, wow, go Power Rangers.
Go to General and- yeah.
Oh, new opening. It's morphin' time. For justice we fight with Beast Morphin' Light. Together we rise. Bow, wow, wow, wow. Yep. Go Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers. Power Rangers Beast Morphers.
Ryan's name's still there too.
Yep. But
What?
okay. But
I'm sorry.
But yeah, you saw that it was it's the new opening with Steel and Nate properly in there now.
Henry Danger's cave is down the hood of a car.
I guess so.
Thanks, K-Day.
What's up?
K-Day waited for the American hiatus to finish so that they could stay on the same episode that we are on.
Nice.
Tonight at 8
Cool.
on Nick.
K-Day.
Yeah.
K-Day? K-Day? I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
I don't know.
Wacky Pack Kids meals with apple juice unleash mutant mayhem at Sonic.
But yeah, so
Oh, okay,
it was
so
nice
Sonic
to
is
see
doing Ninja Turtles now. I guess we missed the Beef Morphers.
Beast Morphers. You said Beef Morphers.
Beef Morph. You can tell where my brain's at.
Apparently,
This one is a boy pescatarian, so we don't have any beef in the house.
this is true.
And a unique code to unlock special
Oh, those look like cool little toys.
station. You can make
Ah.
at tmntmutation.com.
So, now I've lost my train of thought. I've been working off of so little sleep this past week.
That's because you stayed up late to animate. For
Yeah,
your class.
to do the animations for the video. That unfortunately they didn't get to to unlock this on Friday. Wait, what the? What? Wait, what? What?
An
There's a
actual
Fortnite llama pinata,
Well, there's always been Fortnite llama pinatas.
but that's apparently a thing that
But
exists.
that is a
in
Fortnite
real
llama
life now.
pinata in real life, as opposed to a Fortnite llama pinata inside of Fortnite. Doesn't allow beef in your house. Where's the beef? I mean, it's not that he doesn't allow it. It's just that there's very little point in buying it.
Yeah.
Every now and then I have some. I think I've got some beef jerky somewhere.
Maybe, yeah.
With 3 new unicorn marshmallows. They're magically delicious.
But yes, even trailers, like things that were revealed at Comic-Con, would still be considered spoilers because I have kept all that from Marissa.
Yes, much like that, Kitty. Snap into a Slim Jim. That's the kind of beef I have around here.
And yeah, I know that we've seen Beast Morphers, so we know the Sentai spoilers, but
Whoa.
or we've seen Go Busters, so we know the Sentai spoilers, but we don't know how they're going to be applied yet,
Tamagotchi's getting a little out of hand here.
or what will be applied yet.
Each sold separately. Batteries and smart device not included.
What, Tamagotchis are getting out of hand, you said?
Yeah.
What are they doing now?
You know, like 3 Tamagotchis in one Tamagotchi? There were like 3 critters inside of one Tamagotchi egg. An actual Tamagotchi egg. And they're in color.
Huh. That doesn't seem so much out of hand as just they actually evolved without us noticing. Because we grew up with the first Tamagotchis. I've forgotten that they were still a thing.
Remember feeding your Tamagotchi under the desk at school? So the frickin' thing didn't starve while you were in math class?
Those were not well suited to our.
That was the problem with Tamagotchi, is that they like were actual virtual pets at the time that like kept going no matter what.
Yeah.
They actually slept at night, which is handy because that meant you couldn't play with them at night, but that also meant that they would like do a dookie and you'd be in math class and not clean it
But-
up. Am I out? Yay? Yeah, you're out of timeout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an actual function. I just hit timeout and it actually times you out for a period of time and then lets you back in automatically.
Oh, that's fine. And we're back.
Russian doll Tamagotchi.
Nate is really
Snap
keeping
into
up
a
really well.
windshield. Oh dear.
Oh, Nate's being overprotective. Because he's got a brother now. He's overprotective of his brother. Hey,
Ouchie.
they got those
Guys, see that?
blasters.
Some sort of tronic magnet.
It makes you so popular.
Well, they want.
Isn't it done with you, Steel?
Yeah.
We gotta get you back to base.
Okay, team, let's split.
Okay. Running away works, I guess, in this scenario.
He got away.
Patience, please. They don't know we're listening in. We'll have another opportunity soon enough.
Oh, that's right, because they've got the antenna and antennatron.
Yep.
And if we're right,
The Steel is Evox's ticket out of this hyper dimension.
If they were ever to get a hold of this robot, Evox could upload himself into it and be unleashed on the world. It's too dangerous.
Is he?
He has to be shut down and put into your secure vault.
He seems a little bit like he's voiced over, but I think it may be ADR. That's hard to
That's
say.
what I'm saying. I think he's ADR.
honestly think that robot is your brother?
Well, I mean, he kind of
Well, I've
is.
seen it all.
Well, you don't need to be a jerk
You
about
have
that.
a lot more to see.
Sir,
That's true.
this isn't right.
please. He's one of us.
You can't just shut down a sapient robot. That's
Now that means shutting down Steel.
cruel.
You have your
Where's Shaw in all this? Why? Oh, there you are. You just were in the room and I didn't see you until now.
You've been a good brother to me. I wish I could have flown my new sword.
Hey,
Ben and Betty's dad is such a stiff actor.
That's right.
What is ADR? ADR is automatic dialogue replacement. It's when they go back into the studio and voice themselves back over because they were mumbling or something in the real tape.
To make sure that their voice, or he might just be very good
Have
at
we ever
projection.
watched
It's hard to
Dexter?
say.
I love Dexter.
That's right.
I have seen all of Dexter.
Before the Cybergate, Evox has no way to get into this world.
Dexter is dangerous.
You won't need my body.
Yes.
Guys, I figured it out. I'm a genius.
Okay.
Come on. We have to get you out of here without anyone knowing.
Good thing I'm magnificent at hiding.
Really?
The whole Zap Brannigan / Duffman approach has been growing on me as far as his voice. What are you shredding and why? And why are you shredding into swears?
Have you seen that robot ranger?
No, Journal, I haven't. The Rangers are
Okay.
gone too.
Okay. What is about to happen with this shredder? Are you about
They're
to just
about to
lose?
shred all the paperwork.
Are you kidding?
A lot of pages. So what's up, Dad?
Are you kidding me?
The Rangers are missing. They disobeyed a direct order.
Are you kidding me?
Do that? Will they?
Also, that's a weird shredder.
You two need to search this base.
It's not actually shredding. It is.
Dicing.
Paperwork.
It dices it. That's such a strange way to cut up papers. But I guess they needed it to come out as confetti.
Red alert. Find those Rangers. And that robot.
He is so ADR'd.
It's very strange. Or else he's just like projecting really oddly. It's
DT,
really hard to
get
tell.
out of my laboratory!
And they have the robot.
I need exact coordinates now.
Okay.
I was referring to Dexter, the guy with the blood spatter analysis.
We have seen both of the Dexter shows. Both when he was an advanced scientist as a child, and then later on when he joined the Miami Police Department.
Guard, the Cybergate's gotta be just inside.
I'm going to choose to assume those are the same redheaded Dexters.
Let's go.
Wait, does that make
Risk you getting near that thing. I got something.
his sister Dee?
Yep. That's exactly what that means.
Great.
Deborah is Dee Dee.
Oh, no, I was thinking his other sibling.
Hi, Mr. Alvin.
Hey,
How you doing?
Muscle Rangers. Seize the robot.
no, you don't get to do that.
Please. We have a plan. Just listen.
You disobeyed a direct order. Listening time is over.
What?
Ben! Ben!
Wait,
Please, Roxy. Please.
how did you get a hold of them?
Love to.
Where were they?
Just hand over the robot, and they don't get hurt.
Sir, what are your orders?
I feel like I looked away at the wrong time.
I don't know.
Was there...
You
Where
can't just give them what they want.
were Ben and Betty just now?
My kids.
Tick, tock, tick.
This is
Just stroking Betty's hair like really oddly.
Our crisis.
Claire.
Okay, here's the problem.
She gets things done.
No
Wait.
one steals on my watch.
Lego
Jurassic Legos?
Giving that most
Lego Jurassic World is apparently a thing.
5 foot.
No matter what.
I like it.
Way.
It's apparently a Lego everything now.
Miss Claire in the brand new series Lego Jurassic World after a new SpongeBob today at 11.
Ben and Betty ran off to do something. You
And-
know, because that makes sense. And now for a commercial. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Nintendo Switch. We do not.
I can't justify paying for one of those because
We never play video games.
right.
We're so bad about it. I mean, you'll play on your laptop plenty, but I mean, as far as like console or portables, we
I play my DS sometimes, but
yeah.
Play your favorite games on Nintendo.
And
Like-
I've considered the DS, the Switch Lite. But the thing about the Switch Lite is you still, if you go to somebody's house and you want to play like
Yeah.
games with them, I don't think the Switch Lite works as a Joy-Con. I could be wrong, but I'm
That's
pretty sure that.
yeah. I'm curious if that could function as a controller with a regular Switch.
Yeah.
If your vision isn't too out of whack, can they figure it out? Is it a castle?
I feel like this is
It's a lighthouse.
like this game is just a way to give people headaches.
Head-to-head in the all-new googly eye
This
showdown.
looks like a terrible game. Like it would make so many people feel just sick and
You're
angry.
gonna get a migraine. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I get that there's the challenge to see if you can draw
Okay,
while you're.
good sir, if you're using
eyes.
the cold humidifier, you are just going to wind up with.
All right. Bring in the kissing doubles.
This is ridiculous.
You can avoid.
You're
Apparently-
just going to end
apparently-
up with soggy goldfish.
Apparently, the goldfish are
Well, you're right. Everything is
afraid
Lego.
of foodies.
There's even a 3-foot Lego Godzilla.
And I've never seen anything like it.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that does actually sound pretty cool.
Yeah,
ABC
that
Mouse
kind
is
of
the best
design.
tool I have ever used. It's my secret to success
I love-
in kindergarten. It
I love
addresses
Legos.
every skill.
I have to say, I continue to be impressed by the lack of Sentai footage in Beast Morphers. Like, we're 9 episodes in, and like this episode, we're 2/3 of the way into the episode, and there's been 0 Sentai footage. They've really been keeping it tight lately.
And Antennatron?
So, oh, Antennatron.
Antennatron.
Yeah, Antennatron has just been used for surveillance so far, and they haven't had an actual fight with it. I mean, the Rangers haven't even morphed yet. In
Either
this
they were
episode.
trying to do the Rangers' plan ahead of them, or they got themselves caught on purpose, or lazy writing.
You know Nickelodeon brings you that.
I'm not gonna say which.
How easy it is to stream all your favorite Nickelodeon
I mean,
shows for free. Ask a
everyone who works on the show works very hard, and they're very nice people. But I do also recognize that the show is does not always take everything into account.
Episode 8 was the first time the Rangers fought Tronics in stock footage.
streaming device.
Was
By
it?
stock footage, I assume you mean
Ghoster footage, yeah.
Sentai?
Was it?
Glad they're not wasting too much Sentai footage, that they learned their lesson from Super Mega Force. I don't know that it's wasting Sentai footage
I mean,
to use it.
I would
mean,
say it's wasting it not to
using
use it.
Yeah.
Well, Megaforce and Megaforce and Super Megaforce were really heavy on the Sentai footage. But even then, they didn't actually use all of their footage
yeah,
because
there
they
is
were half-length
so
seasons.
Much.
I
yeah,
still,
we
I
are.
still
We are
gotta
watching
see.
Power Rangers Beast
Gotta see
Morphers.
Gokaiger at some point. Talk. Tick. I like to imagine that she's been doing that for the entirety of the length of the commercial. Just, she was doing that for 3 straight minutes while they were all just watching.
Has
Take me.
anyone seen
Steel, no.
It's okay, brother.
the
You've taught me what family means. This is
rest
the
of the
only way.
Beast Bots?
General, Rangers protect people.
Oh,
in
yeah.
need. And right now,
I don't know what the Beast Bots are right
with my
Where-
army, Evox will be strong.
Where's the bunny?
now.
You can destroy it.
That look on Blaze's face, he's just like,
Okay,
just
where
like, yeah,
is
I'm
the
getting what I
rabbit
want.
with the hologram projector?
Actually, I'm full of wires.
I'm really amused that they were just tied up in those tubes and then they're
Oh,
just like.
and someone's
lift the
about to be all
tubes.
like, I had to because they were family.
I don't want to lose you.
I'll miss you, brother, more than anything.
I don't think they're
Aww.
trying to keep it.
Toodles. Let's get
So I wonder
this started.
what is gonna happen now.
I was so wrong.
Well, yeah,
I didn't see it until now, but you and Steel really are family.
Now is not the time.
you guys should like
I can't let this happen.
morph.
I have to at least try and save him.
Yeah, you should go. You should
know,
morph
the
and go
civilians
do
are
that.
safe now, so I don't know why y'all are
just
chasing
go.
them.
Go stop
Go.
them. They lost their marketing chip.
Go!
Go. Don't not even slowly. Just go. Morph and go. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
not
cool.
using footage is wasting.
Huh.
What?
Then now we get to see his actual. Oh, nice,
Nice
with the
praying
mantis.
mantis.
It was good to see his morph sequence. Oh, I'm liking this. That's an interesting layout too for the multi-morph screen.
Mm.
Like usually,
Usually you go quarters, but
yeah.
this time they went straight across.
which works for widescreen and the very vertical nature of the morphs.
This
I
is
like
bad.
that.
This is
Okay,
I mean,
so why are they? So what's the game
yes,
planning?
Mantis, because in this particular case it was their CG
Ooh.
Mantis.
So what's happening now? Are they just going to shoot it again, or what's going to happen?
It's gone head to toe.
Oh, is Steel? Oh, Steel can reject him. Nice. Steel rejected Evox.
All y'all failed to wipe the robot before you tried to put a new system.
Nice. Steel.
Well done, folks. Well done. I apologize if you're having glitchy audio. We are streaming off the phone because suddenly the computer needs a encoder we don't have anymore. Or we never had.
Yeah, because he's part human. Evox can't inhabit him anymore.
We used the part human part of him.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
Whoosh. And that's it for the cyber gates.
Stinks to be Enox.
Now you see, I was expecting this might be a longer story thread, but it does look like this was more to just tie off this thread.
Oh yeah, no, I realize it's an actual beetle, but in his morphing sequence, which was American made,
They had the
used
mantis.
ACG Mantis.
Which was a cool looking mantis. Apparently, they no longer see the surveillance value of keeping the Antennatron since they're throwing it into battle now. And none of these monsters have held up particularly well thus far.
No.
Oh, and now we're in the Sentai. There it goes. Whoosh. Ooh. A little wet out there. No, it
You can
hasn't.
paint a pumpkin black, but that don't make it a bowling ball. That's true.
Welcome
But
back, Mr. Megazord.
you can also superimpose a CG bowling ball over something that once had a black pumpkin on it, and the CG bowling ball will still be a bowling ball.
What? Are you, what? I feel like I missed the...
Basically, counterpoint to that was a mantis. Is
Oh, yeah, it's a mantis in universe. That's all that matters.
And it's also a mantis in that CG animation, since it was American-made CG animation, and they chose to animate a mantis.
Yeah. Like,
Hey, look! A bridge bunny!
it makes sense to say cool mantis when they're showing a CG animation of a
Not
mantis.
an actual mantis.
They were not showing a CG animation of a beetle. They showed a CG animation of a mantis.
We weren't talking about the helmet. The helmet is obviously a beetle that they're pretending is a mantis. But
Yes.
the CG that they CG'd in the American CG is a CG mantis. I reject thee. Be gone.
Yeah, the whole
I
idea that
think
it's
that's
supposed to be a
actually-
mantis is very strange, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
I'm not sure that no one did. I mean, no, not George Harrison and Paul McCartney.
What?
But they are the two most commonly collected Beatles in
Yes.
Japan. Because they're also the same Beatles as the
Yeah.
Crimson and Navy Ring.
Yeah.
But that's just 'cause
Kawagata and Kabuto.
people collect Beatles. It's a thing they
Hey,
do, and that's
those
the origin of Pokemon, in fact.
backup droids.
Not the backup droids, the Beatles.
Yeah, I know.
And not George Harrison.
You have an idea? What? Why? Okay.
He was holding back the Zords until they finished the paperwork.
Why was that? Why?
Thanks, Commander.
This is going to be fun. Transport Sword.
There we go, Zord time.
Now is not the time. Why?
But we got Zords now, so that's
Yay,
fine.
Zords! Also, I think it might actually be faster to redo the paperwork than to try and reassemble the paperwork with scotch tape.
Yeah. That was very silly.
Jet Sword. Scout
All right, so let's see what the. So let's take a.
Yeah, we know what the paperwork was for.
And then-
I'm just saying they should have gone, you know what, the heck with the paperwork.
I'm trying to think. No. Now you see. I recognize that it is very much Kabuto, like Rhino Beetle.
Uh-huh.
But I will also acknowledge that even though it very much does not look like a mantis, it does have some mantis-like elements that we can at least roll with to an extent. The fact
The
that
only
it
thing
has...
Mantis like about it is the CG Mantis that I was looking at.
Well, the fact that it has the very long and movable horn, if you look at that horn as being the top part of the mantis body and the little hooks at the end as if they were as if those little hooks are the claws that a mantis has. If you focus on that as being like when it just did this, if you think of those as being mantis claws, you can kind of see it.
Yes.
It's
just a headless mantis.
Yeah, it's basically a headless mantis if you look at it that way. You gotta look. It's like an optical illusion. You need to force it, but I can roll with it. I've chosen to roll with it. I'm not going. There are so many things that I can nitpick.
The implications.
I'll just roll with it.
Of a headless praying mantis.
Hey, it's a dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Nate's a dude.
That's what I'm saying, Kitsuga. The implications of a headless mantis.
So it works. It works. It's just Nate's Zord had his heart broken.
Well, this is everything left of the Cybergate.
And don't worry, General.
All right.
Evox and his minions can't make another without all the tech.
Cool.
There's no way he can get to it if it's in our vault.
Very good.
So he's gonna have to get into that vault at some
I
point.
owe you an apology. If I'd had my way, that vault would have been your permanent home. But now I know. You're truly a crucial member of the Ranger family.
This was another Becca and Alwyn episode.
Complete package.
Thank you.
What? Just
His ADR is so painful.
That when the city is in trouble,
it is very strange.
two Rangers to give us a hand. Well, of course, General.
It's almost as if
I'm happy to lend a hand anytime you like.
Apparently his hands are removable. Who knew?
Later, okay? What? Give him a hand. I don't get it.
Okay.
What's so funny? He's a handy guy.
Yeah, he is. No, we're not ready, kids. All right, so that was our return to Beast.
What did I just watch?
What?
Mantis who would have had kids, but his wife ate his head.
Yeah, basically.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that they still wind up having kids that way. They just posthumous kids.
Yes. All right, so that was.
Major.
Oh, that's a retail store.
Ah. No, we definitely don't have one of those.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
That's in like the Midwest, I want to say. I could be mistaken. I've never been to one.
Did we notice that when they jump to the outside and fight the Tronics before the Zord fight, Steel is magically morphed with no morph sequence?
That's a good point. We didn't see Steel actually do his morph sequence. We got to see Nate's morph sequence, but we
not
didn't see
Steel's.
Steel's. I'll just recognize that he morphed on the way to go outside. It would have been nice to actually see his proper morph sequence, like we got to see Nate's, especially since it was such a Steel-focused episode.
Steel can summon his sword outside his morph, but I think they can all summon their weapons outside of morph, because haven't they summoned their blasters that way before?
Yeah, they've been doing that. They did that in this episode. They've been doing that pretty consistently. I don't know why that's a thing, but
that's a thing.
But that is a thing. And that is a thing that a lot of Rangers over time have done.
It is.
It's not that unusual.
So, it's been a while. This is what we came back to.
Yeah.
Really painful ADR.
General
Confetti
Burke was just odd. And I don't know what it was.
Why he was like, he's not family, and then I gave him away, and oh wow, I guess you're really upset.
Well, he saw
so
that.
I guess he is family if you're this upset.
No, it wasn't because you're this upset. It's because it's because Steel was willing to make that sacrifice. It was.
Ben and Betty remained adorably cute. You can't blame Ben and Betty for any of this.
He was demonstrating that the robot had a sense of family.
Gotcha.
The half-human robot who apparently takes offense to being called a robot. So I apologize, Steel, for.
He's a
He's a biomechanoid?
Yes.
He's a
biomechanoid.
He's a synth organic
Organic
biomechanoid.
biomechanoid.
Well, actually, not so much with the synth organic. He's a
No,
biomechanoid.
He's a biomechanoid. No, he's
DB is a synth organic
biomechanoid.
biomechanoid.
This guy is just regular biomechanoid. He's pure synthetic biomechanoid.
Yeah.
But
he's a
biomechanoid
biomechanoid automaton.
Less.
I don't know.
Steph.
I'm not even sure if biomechanoid would be the right
Black
term
Puma,
for
Green
him.
Hippo.
Oh, that's a
Are
Sentai
we ever
thing.
gonna have them?
I doubt it, but I
Ooh,
don't
the
know.
Frogzord. Now I am familiar with the Frogzord.
Yes, we do.
So, whatever the spoiler that somebody gave me was actually about the Zords.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh.
if it wasn't about the Zords, then don't worry.
Okay, cool. I don't know what the spoiler about the Zords would have been, but okay, cool.
High kettle, meat pot?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, Steel. It would be cool if Steel had a credit in the opening sequence.
Yeah, but that's not unusual. We pretty much every voice actor only character has not had a credit in the opening sequence.
Even when they're Kelson?
Yeah. The Kelson only gets credited in the opening sequence if he's also the suit actor at the same time.
I
and
don't know why, for some reason,
and-
I thought Zip was credited.
Flit?
Mm.
Flit was not credited, no. Norg, I believe, was credited because he was
He's
in the
in the
Norg
suit.
suit.
Yeah.
Even
like
though
when he
his
was the
even
Trump.
though his face was completely obscured.
Doesn't matter, he's in the suit.
And same thing with Doggy Kruger, because that was fully John Tui's performance.
Doesn't matter, he's in the suit.
Exactly. But that's, I think those are the only.
Oh, Kettle Meat Pot might have been about the biomechanoid.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yes,
I think-
unfortunately we did.
Yeah. That was something that I meant to talk about at the last live reactions, and I was so tired.
But I suppose now is more appropriate because it is Power Rangers.
Yeah. We did hear that Robert Axelrod sadly passed away last weekend. I have not made any comments on it. Honestly,
He was a really pleasant guy at the times that we met him.
yeah. Like I wanted to say something on Sunday, when it happened, but I
But
couldn't.
what?
I couldn't think of what to say, and I was trying to put it aside because I knew I had work to tend to for the morning.
Yeah.
And
First week of
and
school.
it's
your
been
students need you.
I knew my students were going to need my focus all this week, and I need to focus on the things I need to prep. And I wanted to actually, say something in the previous live reaction, but I was working off like so little sleep, and I blanked when we were recording.
And you're not exactly caught up on your sleep yet now.
I'm not. And I was considering making a brief Jake Says Hi because we have lost a number of Power Rangers actors over this past year.
It's been a rough year for veteran actors.
Between now Robert Axelrod, but also Puma Magasiva and Alistair Browning
Hey, Master Adam.
and Grant McFarland.
I can't.
We have lost quite a few. Yeah. But Robert Axelrod was a little bit different and hit a little closer to home because he out of the ones who have passed away, I have met him on a number of occasions, and he's actually one of the only Power Rangers actors I've actually met on this side of the country.
I was gonna say he's the only one who ever came to our local convention.
Well, him and Johnny Young Bosch came once too. Yeah, it was.
Johnny Young Bosch was there more as an anime actor than anything else.
Well,
because it was an anime con.
Same thing to an extent with Robert
Fair
Axelrod.
enough.
He was there as a voice actor.
He was there as a voice actor.
Because he
But
has
Johnny Young
done a lot
Bosch
of
also
voices.
that year that he came, he did a concert.
Yeah, he did a little concert with his band.
Yeah.
But
Robert Axelrod was just like he came and he stood at the front of it. It's
He
a
had a-
really
he had-
small convention in a
Yeah.
college.
yeah, and so I
Stood
got
down at the
to
front of the amphitheater and like
I got to meet him, and I don't know if you guys remember, there was a little 5-inch 2010 Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures that came out back during that time, and I actually had him initial the back of my little 5-inch
Zed.
Lord Zed figure. I have that in the studio.
He was just so chill.
He was a very nice man, and I went to his voice acting panel, and he complimented my voice. He gave me very good feedback, and that was very much appreciated. And
I just remember that he told some like great stories when he was in the big yellow room.
yeah. He was a very kind man who just
He had such nice things to say about everyone that he told stories about.
he just
Nothing was like nasty or drama or like, you know, like here's spilling the tea. It was like, hey, doing this with these people was fun, and doing that with those people was a real treat, and this was a way that we all enjoyed one another's company when we were working on this project.
And it's just really a shame that
really pleasant guy.
he suffered so much health wise, and he seemed to be in
Pain.
in pain and in poor health for a very long time. It seemed, for a number of years.
Well, that's another thing. He was that chill and that laid back and that relaxed and that pleasant to be around when he was also clearly in physical pain.
Yeah, even the first time I met him which was years ago.
Yeah.
He was clearly,
His back was
not
not
physically
good
well.
Day.
And then
He couldn't stand up straight.
I never saw him
Stand up straight.
Unfortunately, outside of maybe, his brief little like background appearance in that one episode of Power Rangers Time Force, which was back in 2001. I think was the only time I've actually seen him properly standing up straight.
Oh, I think it hurt.
Yeah. But I hope that we apologize for that. Someone tried to call
telephone
us
the phone
on
that
this
we're turning
phone,
off.
which we'll address that.
Yes,
we'll let them know later.
I'm so sorry that you had to find out this particular way.
Yes. So I do hope that it is a shame we didn't see any acknowledgments of that in the credits of the show. Hopefully they might find a way to incorporate that at some point. So
I keep looking for
I know this is a little
inside
bit
of me.
Yeah, except it's right over here.
I was like, you know what? I should message her and let her know why I'm not answering the phone. Oh, wait.
So yeah, it wasn't that I didn't comment on it earlier.
Welcome to the
because,
Live Reaction Talent episode.
Because I hadn't heard about it or anything. I did not have the
words.
I did not have the words, and I did not have the emotional energy to verbalize it at the time, and I wanted to give my proper focus to my new job and my new students. So I guess this is sort of what I would have said if I had spoken up earlier with a Jake Says Hi. Just that his kindness was always appreciated, as was his talent. And I hope that his passing was not a painful one. I don't know enough about exactly how he passed. I haven't read up on that, but I certainly hope that it was not a painful passing.
Rest in peace, Robert Axelrod. May he be maybe gone. They left his iconic supervillain next to Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, it was.
You know what? And they're both.
Yeah.
I mean, what you call it?
Well, Machika Soga.
But Machika Soga.
Yeah, because she had passed away a number of years ago as well.
I was gonna say not Barbara, but
yeah, Barbara, as far as I know, is still going strong. she's doing fine.
Specifically referring to Machika.
But yeah, he was 70 years old. He was especially considering his health. I'd say that's a good long.
Young.
But considering his
health,
I'd say that was a good long life, considering how long he was in poor health.
Yeah.
And I hope he knows, and I hope that he knew how many people really appreciated his work, because I even saw it posted, like even CNN posted an article about it. Like everybody remembers Lord Zed.
Not just that though, because also he did
He was Finster, and he was in Digimon and a bunch
Transformers.
Transformers. Oh, who was he in Transformers? I forget now. But Lord Zed will always be his most iconic role.
He's the second voice actor from Transformers: Robots in Disguise to die in as many weeks.
Oh, he was in Robots Transformers in Disguise. Okay, so that might be why I didn't place him.
What did you make this time, Finster? A monster that blows himself up?
That's especially funny because it's Tim yelling at himself. And Finster was also just such a... Do a phone call right now. YouTube, get your act together on how your browser works. All right, so I think we can move past that for now, and just sort of get back to speaking on the episode from today.
Yes.
It was welcome to see a return of Beast Morphers, and Steel. This was definitely our chance to get to know Steel, because we only got to meet him very briefly at the end of the mid-season finale.
Right.
And we got to know his personality quite a bit better here, and it's a very likable personality. He does have that big ego, but it is backed up by a good heart, which is very appreciated.
And he's dumber than a bag of rocks.
He doesn't seem to be the brightest guy, but
he's dumber than a bag.
He was like born yesterday, so you can't really blame him. But
this episode got aired early.
In Australia, so that so many people got spoiled.
Careful for spoilers. Yeah, we're trying to be.
Yeah.
That's why so and so got a timeout.
Like this was definitely light on the rest of the cast outside of.
I think he might actually be dumber than Jay from Go Busters.
We'll see if he mistakes. We'll see if he mistakes any characters for fruit. Until then, I think Steel's doing okay. But yeah, I didn't connect when we first met Steel how much he sounds like Duffman from The Simpsons or Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Like he has that sort of bravado.
I was thinking Dudley Do-Right from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
No, that's really more Ninjor's arena. Ninjor is Dudley Do-Right.
Okay, fair enough.
This was really much more.
I don't watch Futurama or The Simpsons.
Oh come, you've seen Futurama. You know Zap Brannigan.
I know who they are, but I haven't watched enough of them that's what will pop to my mind.
Fair enough. And I wouldn't be surprised that you wouldn't know
people
Duffman.
For fruit? Yeah, that happened in in Go Busters.
Although to be fair to Jay, Gorosaki's last name is Banana, so anyway.
And he is yellow.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's not.
He's a blue gorilla.
Sorry, I was thinking of.
You're thinking of Oh my God! His name Usada.
Usada lettuce.
Usada lettuce, who is a rabbit.
Yes, and it's not.
Who always says "Roger Rabbit." Super cute. But yeah, we didn't get to see the other Beast Bots at all this episode.
Where were they?
I mean, they're not often prominent. It would have been nice to see them getting to know Steel.
A robot-focused episode, and so whether or not your robots are your family.
It would have been nice to have them included.
Yeah.
But I do recognize that they were trying to keep the focus on Steel and Nate. And I think that was a reasonable choice.
Fully inorganic robot racism.
Yeah, a little bit, which was...
It was like, oh, Steel's more important because he's part human.
Well, yes and no. No. Actually, no. I'm not going to say that that's what they were going for at all on this. Just because it was more so that it was a general dismissal of robots, which
I hope you like Gold and Silver's Morpher, because Hasbro's confirmed we're not getting a Morpher toy, we're just getting a Nerf gun.
Yeah, I know. The Morpher's been released as a Nerf gun instead of a transformable Morpher. I will say that I do like, I did like Nate's morph, where
Robots don't have races. My point was that three of them are actual robots, and one of them is a robot with a little bit of human, and he's getting all the focus this time.
Well, the reason that he got the focus this time was because it was his focus episode.
Yeah.
It
was his focus episode to the point where the other three didn't even appear, though.
Well, yeah, but the other Rangers barely appeared either, outside of just him and Nate.
We could have used the hologram robot.
I know.
Pardon.
I know that would, but you know what? This was a better resolution
I suppose.
because it
I
is
still don't understand
because
why
it put it tied a knot on them trying to get Steel back for as Evox's body.
I still don't understand why they stood there so long after the exchange.
Oh no, that was stupid. That
I have to go after him. So
go after him. No, that was tick tock, tick tock.
Are you trying to play with my hair? Here.
Tick tock, tick.
There's more of it there. There you go. Tronics!
Now I want somebody to make a mashup between Blaze yelling Tronics and Ecliptor yelling Darkonda. Tronics! Darkonda! Tronics! Darkonda!
Have we been keeping up with the comics?
Mostly. I'm a little behind.
How would Nate's parents react to this? They're overseas.
I think I've read... what have I read now? I've read...
Rocky!
I've read 21 and 4. I've read up through 21 and 41. I haven't read 22 and 42.
Jason, not Janet. Oops.
So I am a little behind. I have 22 and 42. I just haven't had time to read them.
Come on! Let's just add all the names we can shout.
But yeah, I've read up through 21 and 41. I haven't read 22 and 42 yet, even though I have them. And I know that 23 just came out.
Who's Phoenix?
Which Phoenix? What Phoenix?
I don't know. We're shouting Phoenix now.
Maybe from Phoenix Wright? Attorney at law? I don't know.
Never give up. Sudsy? Demolition Man.
Sudsy.
Dragon Ball fanfic series, The Fanfic Writer, and it's called Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Protectors of Time. Cool. I don't know much about Dragon Ball at all.
I have not watched it since, like, Dragon Ball Z ended, I think. What's the last time I watched Dragon Ball?
Phoenix is from Demolition Man.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that now. That was, what, Wesley Snipes' character, I want to say? I've never actually seen the movie. I think I've just seen clips of the movie.
The Stallone screaming. Stallone screaming?
Yeah, that was Stallone.
We missed one then.
Which one? Adrian! There it is. But yeah, this was a little overly sentimental, but it was
and
sweet.
a little bit overdubbed.
I don't know what's up with General Burke. There's just something, I don't know.
Something is
It's
wrong
one of
with
those-
his audio.
And this isn't the first time this show has had audio issues
I
either.
am the law.
I am the...
Oh wait, well, no. I'm pretty sure this is now Kindergarten Cop. Put that cookie down.
But yeah, it was...
Where does your father work?
Because remember we had that other episode where everyone sounded like they were, like, the glitchy avatars, and it was weird for, like, the first half of the episode? We've had some strange audio
it's Jingle All the Way.
Audio issues this season.
Wesker? Oh no. Jake won't get that one.
Fair enough.
That's a Resident Evil joke.
Oh, okay.
And I only know that because of my ex.
Oh, okay.
It's not a tumor. Now we're just doing everything that Arnold Schwarzenegger shouts. Are you okay?
It's been a very long week.
I think you broke Jacob.
I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired.
Congratulations, Kade.
And I'm trying to crystallize my thoughts
Get to the chopper!
regarding this episode, because I know obviously it's for the nuanced critical analysis is why you tune in for this. I know.
Krispy Kreme.
Is it a magical place? Very magical.
Very magical.
Oh, Elizabeth Banks, you were amazing. I'm really curious to see what Hasbro ends up doing when they do get around to making another Power Rangers movie.
Well, that's why I yelled Rocky earlier, because somebody said Jason and I thought they said Janet. Now I'm imagining Rocky Horror Power Rangers where Blaze and Roxy are Brad and Janet, and Darkonda can be Rocky.
Oh, please. Blaze and Roxy would totally... Oh,
No, Blaze and Rocky
they're like,
would be...
What, Riff Raff and
Magenta.
Magenta. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
He even has, like, the
Who would be
Riff Raff...
Frankenfurter? That guy.
Scrozzle?
Scrozzle. Scrozzle would be Frankenfurter. Roxy Horror Power Show.
Scrozzle is Frankenfurter, I think, takes the cake. Oh my, I hope that Campbell Cooley is, because I know he's seen some of our stuff. I hope that Campbell Cooley is watching this right now and he somehow makes Scrozzle happen.
You guys got a Halloween episode coming up, right?
Come on, Scrozzle. That would be hilarious.
Gotta tell that to his actor, lol. Yeah, that's what we're doing!
Yeah, Campbell Cooley. I know that he's seen some of our videos, and he's very nice on Twitter.
He's awesome.
He's a super nice guy. That would just be he did a thing with Becca Barnes that I found online.
Yeah.
Did I show you that? I don't think so.
I don't know. Which one was it?
Her and Alwyn apparently each year participate in a 48-hour New Zealand Film Festival thing.
Uh-huh.
And she loves like Cthulhuoid squids and whatnot, and she made like a 48-hour short film where like these evil squid aliens conquered the Earth, and Campbell Cooley was in that.
As a squid alien?
No, saving the Earth as Santa Claus.
Okay.
So if you ever wanted to see Campbell Cooley as Santa Claus saving Earth from squid aliens,
as written by
Becca Barnes and Alwyn Dale, you should go look around for that.
Just
that is
as
a
long
thing
as
that
there's
exists.
no more Halloween court.
Part of me almost wants there to be more.
Let's have Frankenfurter at Halloween court.
Like, it's one of those things where when I saw it the first time, it's like, why is this a thing? And then we saw the second time.
Anything in our comments or our chat about the rest of the season.
Yes.
Don't you worry, Darren. I'm on that. I see anything I didn't already know. Boom.
Right. And then we had the Halloween court a second time. It's like, wait, why is this becoming a recurring thing? But now I almost want to see it again, just because it would be so bizarre for this to just keep rolling.
Happening.
Like, it'd be one of those, it's just one of those, like, brain-melting, why is this happening? But it would be almost a familiar brain-melting.
Right over here.
Like...
Santa is real, so let's have Halloween court. Which adaptation of Super Sentai should we have in Power Rangers? Because I want Q Ranger.
Well, I think Q Ranger would be amazing.
Q Ranger would be amazing.
Honestly, the only reason that I would want them to hold off on Q Ranger would be...
Law and Order Halloween court.
Yes! Let's get Stabler on this.
Dun.
I want...
Wait. Can we resurrect Jerry Orbach for that?
Honestly, though, have you seen what Elliot Stabler has been up to?
Yeah, becoming unstabler and unstabler.
Like, he's on that show Happy, which is not kid-friendly.
No.
It's like whatever the complete opposite of kid-friendly is. It's
and
that.
He's a police officer and he's lost his mind. So basically, Elliot Stabler has just continued to go downhill.
Yeah. But I would absolutely love to see a Q Ranger adaptation. I would love to be able to find some way to be involved with a Q Ranger adaptation. That like
I would love to find someone to be involved with any adaptation.
I know. I know that I would love to find some way to be involved in the show. But Q Ranger especially would just be so fun to work on with those space themes and everything. Like that is the adaptation I would love to have an opportunity to work on, if ever possible. It is also, if there were ever a season to bring back Greg Aronowitz,
Yes.
if we could get Greg Aronowitz
on Q Ranger.
on a Q Ranger adaptation,
Holy macaroni.
that is what I want.
I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, because he's. Are they doing a second season of Dark Crystal? Because I'm sure if there is, he's all over that. Because he
True.
was he was involved in season 1 of Dark Crystal, which we're watching right now, and I'm like, ah! Oh,
Well,
by the way, you can see my poster this time.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, right there in the corner. You can.
Well, especially
There
those
it
of us
is.
who are on the live
Yep.
stream,
Yeah.
as opposed to those of us on the
Yep.
static stream.
Although it actually is a little bit visible with the way I have the camera set up at the moment.
This time, yes. Phoenix Wright dressed as a chameleon. Jungle Fury reverse gag. Congratulations. Oh no. Oh no.
But yeah, Q Ranger is Q Ranger. If we could get Greg Aronowitz on,
Merfolk Power Rangers.
would be
yes
amazing.
Or no?
That would be interesting. I don't think it would really work as a live action series, but that could be something interesting as like
I think we had
something.
that. They were called the Equation Rangers, and they were always looking for water.
Well, that's true. That is true.
But
But I was assuming
with
more.
tails.
I was assuming more traditional Merfolk, yes, with tails, which could be interesting as a little side, maybe like a cameo thing within the comics, because they're always creating.
Okay,
new-
individuals with learning
new
disabilities
additions to
as
the
a
world.
team of Power Rangers, yes or no? I'm gonna go with no, because I don't think that's a good theme for a team. I think there should be individuals with learning disabilities who are Power Rangers, but I
Yeah.
don't want to see someone use that as an overarching theme for a team.
I think that it would. I think that that would make for potentially really dynamic characters, but I wouldn't want to see it used as a gimmick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
absolutely.
as like the overarching theme. I think individuals with learning disabilities should be involved in it, but the fact that they have learning disabilities should be incidental to the characters, just like any other characters. Don't make a gimmick out of it. Don't be all like, this entire team is disabled kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it gimmicky. So integrated Power Rangers.
Yes.
What do they call it? Mainstream the Power Rangers.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they called it when they put me in the regular classes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Mainstreaming?
what you mean. Yes. Yes. I understand.
Mainstreaming.
But yeah, no, absolutely. Anything that they can do to continue to make the series more diverse, I think is a good thing.
What do you think about the Striker Morpher only being a Nerf gun?
I think that's a little weak, just because you lose out on the transformable aspect
is it
of
an
it.
actual Nerf gun?
It is a literal Nerf gun.
I mean, like, does
It-
Hasbro own Nerf?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I say it is a literal Nerf gun.
I'm just checking as a Nerf aficionado.
It is yes, Hasbro owns Nerf.
Wouldn't having a ranger with a disability be a problem in their effectiveness fighting the villains? Now that really
Not
depends.
necessarily.
First of all, we had a small child who morphed into a full-grown adult, so there's no reason that someone couldn't morph into being able to walk when they couldn't otherwise.
Here's a thing where I immediately shoot down that idea. Very nice and simply. By the 5th episode of Power Rangers, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the day was saved by a deaf girl.
I was actually about to suggest deafness as an alternative.
That was within the first 5 episodes, so absolutely can be a potential asset considering how senses are manipulated by villains.
Yeah. I mean, or you could do sort of a Daredevil,
Yeah, exactly.
blind Power Ranger.
There are so many ways in which villains play on the
Also,
Ranger's senses.
If you've ever met somebody who's been missing one limb for a very long time,
Yeah.
it's almost like they don't need that limb.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, I didn't need that limb anyway.
And it would be a really interesting thing to play with as far as
I mean, it's still really hard. I'm not discounting their work or anything. I'm just saying that they would still be an effective fighter.
Yeah.
There's no reason that someone who really dedicates themselves to fighting couldn't do it down one limb.
It would also be interesting seeing I mean, if there was a ranger who, for instance, could not walk, there is that interesting emotional complication of potentially being
You
able
have
to walk as a
while
ranger.
morphed, but then,
Or
are you going to spend all your time morphed, or do you really
yeah, that would
learn
be
about like
that would be an interesting emotional dynamic.
yeah?
And that or the alternative of having a ranger who can't when they morph and instead are primarily a Zord-based ranger.
That too, if
We do
we
have
have Zords.
we have plenty of Zords that don't come with rangers. You could potentially have a ranger who is a non-combat ranger,
Morphin Blaster.
but is an amazing Zord pilot. Because
What
Zords do a lot of damage.
homeschooling, not as a gimmick, but to have a character who was homeschooled. Yeah, I mean, as far
There's
as
so
I'm
many
concerned,
different backgrounds that we
any
could
kind
explore.
of background, if you don't like just be all like, we're making a whole team of this, you can probably do it in a
Yeah.
non-gimmicky way. And that's why I was saying a team of learning disabled Power Rangers would be too gimmicky, because you'd be going, okay, let's shoehorn everybody in at once, and how do we pick one of each or whatever. It's like, you know what? Just have them in teams in general.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could have some homeschool kids in teams in general.
There's I feel as though Power Rangers has not been outside of the movie.
Mhm.
I feel like they haven't been really pushing their diversity in the show to the same level that they have in the past. Like back in the early seasons, Mighty Morphin through Zeo, we had like these cultural festivals where we actually drew considerable attention to their cultural backgrounds.
Yes.
Whether it was
what you call it, with the Kwanzaa and
we had about celebrating Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Mexican heritage as well. Even though it wasn't
had Tommy.
It wasn't
being
some
a
his
jerk about Christmas.
well, and then there was also Tommy's entire Native American heritage arc, even though the actor isn't actually Native American, but that's a separate thing.
Well, obviously, no two Rangers would have the same one in a learning disability group, but the thing of it is that once you try and make it so that every single person has one, you're getting a gimmick.
It is also something that would just have to be handled with a very, very careful touch.
Now
that is one of the things, is that there are a lot of points where certain things should be handled with nuance and
don't get in children's television.
Power Rangers, as much as we enjoy it, nuance is not always its strong suit. I think it's fair to say. But it would be interesting to see them address different levels
even
of
Sesame
diversity.
Street stepped in it.
Yeah, and they were doing really well
They were
too.
doing so good, and then they just
Hopefully they'll double back from that. But yeah, like I love the fact that we had both
Master
LGBT.
Swoop was a blind ranger.
That is true. We have had a blind ranger before as well, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
Master Swoop was awesome. But yeah, I love that the movie went there for the LGBT representation and the autism representation, and I would love to see that make its way into the show.
Really.
And I think we are getting to a point as a culture where that's becoming more and more acceptable in children's television, and I would love to see Power Rangers get on that train after being such a recognized source of diversity in children's television for so long. I feel like
kind of lose that during the Disney era, didn't they?
I feel like they've been overtaken a little bit in areas by other children's television. I would love to see them get back into that. Like you look at
now, I'm just thinking about the dragon in the wheelchair from Dragon Tales.
Yeah.
We were watching Defunct Land the other day, and I'm just like,
yeah. There are a lot of good children's shows out there that are really pushing it on in terms of diversity, and that's something that we should
be doing more of.
That we should see more of with Power Rangers as well. They've
like, I don't have too many high hopes, unfortunately, because we're still at a point where, like, if we have a 5-person team, we're probably only going to get merch for one of the girls.
Yeah, and right now we do have a 5-person team where we only have one girl, and there's a half human robot. Wow, we're getting a lot of questions tonight.
A nature spirit who assumes a human-like form and struggles to adapt to having a body completely alien
Sure,
to what
why
it's
not?
used to. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That kind of is like, that's like it almost reminds me of Sam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just so long as they're normal. Does that mean that Wait, they could be a ball of light and get character development? No.
No.
You can't have both those things. You can't have someone be both a ball of light and get character development.
Yeah, see, that's Joseph Katz as someone with mental disabilities, ADHD and autism. I can say I would not watch a season if they handled mental disabilities wrong. Yeah, this is why we're reluctant about that. Hi, ADHD.
Autism.
We've got this covered. And this is why I'm like, please don't gimmick it. Please. Please don't gimmick it.
Yeah. That's what, I did do that.
Yes, Dyron, I definitely watched Defunct Band.
Yeah, I did that video with Liz, aka Pocky Swirl.
Yes.
To specifically address positive representation of autistic individuals in tokusatsu, and it is absolutely something I would love to see more of. I think that they handled it really, really well with 2017 Billy, and it's shown that the franchise can do that and be successful with it. And I'd love to see it.
You can
explicitly in the show as well.
We've seen you do it. We know you know how.
Yes.
Now bring it to us on TV.
I think that would be fantastic.
They should skip Tokuger and Zooger.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Kind of freaks me out.
Well, that's just because of the furry costumes.
They're not furry costumes. If they were furry costumes, they'd be less freaky.
Oh, okay.
I've met furries. Their suits are better than that.
It's the humans. The humans
freak me out. Yes.
Freak you out, but that part I would assume would not be getting adapted.
He painted a lightning. He did paint a lightning bolt on the horse.
Huh. Interesting.
And some splashes of blue, red, and green, like war paint, and green spots, and his name.
Huh. Fun.
Cool job, Dustin.
But yeah, I'm really curious to see what they choose. I imagine that right now they're probably getting into the discussions of what to adapt next, just going off of expected timelines.
The humans are freaky.
And I expect that they will continue on those discussions until they come up with a solid idea of what it is that they can do and what it is they want to do. And then we'll probably be hearing that get announced around March, is my expectation.
On the other hand, I'm really enjoying Tokuger because the small children speak to me.
Oh, Tokuger is delightful, but I do recognize both Tokuger and Zyuohger have very childlike, simplistic designs.
Also, the United States doesn't have the train obsession that children in Japan have.
The very blocky designs of the trains and the cubes, I recognize, might be considered not the best for adaptation. And Q Ranger just has amazing designs.
Oh, and Joseph Z-Cap.
But I don't know what they're focusing on.
Would like to know if you're planning to make any more conversations in context soon. Because that was a good one.
I really did enjoy that last one that I did. I feel like I should try and make something really addressing some things that have been going on culturally and politically in the world these last couple years. Especially with, the
that's exactly
presidential election coming up next year. But I do not have anything explicitly planned at the moment, especially with my new commitments as a teacher and my efforts to try and get filming done on Power Reviews. I'm going to try to keep filming every week with Power Reviews to try and get us get all of our shoots done. But I do still have a lot of editing left to do as well, obviously. So we'll see what I'm able to finish filming on that front by the end of this calendar year, and sort of work from there. Somebody mentioned back on a Beast Morphers thing, the Mantis versus Rhino Beetle debate. I think it was just they didn't want it to be two different types of beetle and just say have qualifier beetle and qualifier beetle. I think that's just
say beetle and mantis.
Or in this case, it was stag beetle and mantis. I think that's just it. I think they just didn't want to say beetle twice on everything because they felt like that would have confused the marketing in terms of, oh, Mom, get me this Beetle Ranger. No, you got me the wrong Beetle Ranger. Which is totally a thing that could happen. We don't have the differentiation of Kabuto and Koagata that they have there. It's Rhino Beetle and Stag Beetle, and a parent is not. Honestly, I think it's less about what the kids can tell the difference between. I think it's really more what the parents can tell the difference between, because the parents are the ones who got to buy the toys. That's my take on it. I know they've had the statements about not wanting to confuse the kids, but really,
It's the adults.
I think it's the adults that would be the bigger concern as far as making sure they're buying the right toys for their kids.
Imagination! Please stand back of the white line.
Yeah, it's still it's weak, but I'll roll with it, especially because I just ran out of room on that camera.
And I was about to say that we also have an actor coming back in 9 minutes.
Yes. So, yeah, I was thinking that we were running a little long here. We just ran out of that.
Oopsie.
So I think now's a good time for us to say farewell to the chat.
Bye,
Because
chat.
we've been talking to you guys for a long time, and we appreciate that you've been so active, and we really look forward to talking to you more with every continuing week. So
But we have an actor coming, and we gotta go film more Database Rangers Power Reviews!
And also, this has already been almost an hour and a half.
And we're out of footage on the other camera!
So, thank you again for tuning in. It was great chatting with you. I love that there's been 20 of you guys sticking around for this long. I know, it just flew right by. So, we look forward to seeing all of you next week. Feel free to invite more friends to join us. We'd love to hear from more of you guys. And as I've said plenty of times, it has been a very long week. So, yeah, feel free to build up your questions for next week, and we'll try and get through as many of them as we can once again. So, yes, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
And until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. And I will let you turn off the stream because I don't know where the button is. Which button? Is it that button? Thank you very much.